All right, what's up, people? Fuck. All right, I'm gonna get right into it. Spoilers for John Wick 4. If you haven't seen John Wick 4, I'm getting ready to spoil it for you. Okay? Go see John Wick 4. That's my spoiler. That might be the best movie I've seen in like years. Okay? That's my spoiler. I ain't spoiling nothing else. And yes, there is a major spoiler. I'm not spoiling it for you. Go watch the movie. I've seen it 3 times already, dude. 3 times. It only came out last fucking Friday, nigga. I've seen that shit 3 times, bro. Go see it. I was gonna say something, but then I'm like, that might even fucking be a spoiler. No, the spoiler is go see the fucking movie. All right. What I want to talk about is like one thing that a lot of people that like the type circles that I run in on the internet, is pretty much you kind of know where I come from. Like I'm into a lot of esoterica type shit. That's actually a channel, by the way, that you should be subscribed to. I think it's the best channel on YouTube. My personal opinion, esoterica. But that's actually a word that is an umbrella term that means a lot of shit. So, like, I pay attention to a lot of shit. And one of the pairs of channels that I pay attention to is these 2 guys. One of them goes by Myth Vision. That's one word. And the other one goes by The Gnostic Informant. So the first guy's actual name is Derek, and then the second guy's actual name is Neil. But they go by those channels. I've subscribe to both of them. They're great channels. Because what they do is they highlight scholars, like biblical scholars, especially like Old and New Testament, that type of shit. And sometimes even Quranic scholars, which deals with the Quran, obviously. Happy Ramadan, folks. Hope you're fasting, my dudes. And drinking some kiddie drinks, because when you put it in, different cup. Oh, that's not the cup that has the superpowers? Oh, fuck. You mean I'm actually drinking alcohol? It's not a kiddie drink? Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. I beg for your mercy. Oh, wait. It's Ramadan. I should be begging Allah, but I don't have a rug. No, it's all rug, but no, I need a special rug. If I don't have a special rug, I can't do my 5 purse. Get the fuck out of here. Plus, I don't even know which way Mecca is. I know there's apps, but I don't. Is it over there? It's got to be over there. It's a funny thing about a geodesic. You can hit any point from any point, no matter which direction you're facing. Oh, you mean the shortest point between... Oh, all right. Well, then, then it's called the Qibla. Anywho, I know, 3 minutes, right? Just having fun with y'all motherfuckers, man. I know y'all appreciate the comedy and shit. But one of the big things it's an issue within scholarship. What's actually not an issue within actual scholarship, but within so-called scholarship, is this idea called mythicism. And mythicism, for those of you that are not familiar, I'm not going to fucking bore you to death with this, is the idea that there was no person that answers to the historical figure of Jesus Christ, meaning that this is a pure myth that was made up at some point by who, they all have different theories. I'm not trying to get into that. But the point is that they're saying that there was no historical person that answers to the description of Jesus that, we have relics of within the writings of Paul and the other works in the New Testament, not to mention the extra-canonical works, etc., etc. Now, most scholars, meaning like 99.9%, think that there was a real guy. But he didn't walk on water, or he didn't turn water into wine before he walked on it. He was just a guy that was kind of charismatic and whatever the fuck, and they all have their different fucking theories, but everybody pretty much admits there was an actual dude that kind of led to all this Christianity shit, right? Just like there was an actual Muhammad that led to all the fucking Islam shit, right? It's the least intrusive. It makes the most sense to understand that, there was an actual guy. What I think, because I was drawn back to this because there is a scholar, who actually Derek, Myth Vision, that's Myth Vision channel on YouTube. Look it up, subscribe, like I said. And I don't give recommendations unless that shit is straight. So I'm gonna leave it like that. But there's a scholar named Paula Fredrickson, and she wrote a short. I don't know where I have it. It's over in here somewhere. It's probably behind Cobra Commander. I'm not gonna go fucking dig it out, but it's a short book called King of the Jews by Paula Fredrickson. And the idea is that all three synoptic gospels, in their quote-unquote passion narrative, or whatever you want to fucking call it, where the part where Jesus gets killed, they all say the same thing, and they all have it in the almost exact language. And it's where we get the fucking thing. If you ever buy like a crucifix, I don't know if I have any up there. Do I have any up there? I don't think I do at the moment. I got some in bags somewhere. I know I put one up in my bedroom, but... yeah, well, regardless, if you get across a crucifix and it has Jesus on there nailed up and shit like that, right? It's going to have over his head, it's going to have 4 letters, which is, commonly INRI, I-N-R-I, which stands for Jesus of Nazareth, Rex Judiorum, which means King of the Jews. That's the R-I part. And then the J, or the I, because in Latin there was no J. The I was the J. So if you ever see Julius Caesar's name, it starts with an I. But we all know it's Julius Caesar. Because they didn't have the fucking J for whatever reason. I don't know why. But they pronounce it kind of like a Y. Like a U. Julius. Not Julius. Julius. It's like the fucking, it's this shit with the Chinese, with the fucking with words they can't say. Like there's some words that Chinese people just can't say. I forget what they are, man, but I remember hearing this joke a long time ago about the motherfuckers, and it's like there's certain words they just can't say. Like their vocal cords don't work properly in that respect and there's like dialects and I don't know if you ever seen these motherfuckers from like Sudan or wherever the fuck they're from. You see the Bushmen of the Kalahari, right? They got that click language. When they got all different kind of clicks and they all mean different shit. Nobody knows what the fuck that means except them, which is like, it's, I don't know, survival, advantage, whatever. If you live in the Kalahari desert, I don't know. I have no idea. It's when it comes to Chinese people, it's the R and the L. Like R's and L's are identical to them, so they have no difference between them. So any word that has an R or an L in it, like give them the word girl, and they'll just fucking freak out. They don't know what the fuck to say. You sound like you'll hear something like Geo. You don't hear something weird, man, because these motherfuckers don't even understand the R's and the L's, man. Right? That's a Chinese thing, right? I don't fucking know. But the point being is that all 3 of the synoptic gospels have this entire story in it, which is that basically Jesus was killed. The reason he was killed, he was crucified by Rome in all 3 stories, which, they saved that kind of punishment for what might today be called sedition, meaning acting against the government. Otherwise, they let the Jews pretty much do Jewish shit. Notice, Jesus was not stoned. If he was killed for blasphemy, which would be claiming to be God, which, the Gospel of John really leans heavily in on. If he were going to be killed for blasphemy, it would have been by stoning by the Sanhedrin, by the Jews. Instead, he was crucified by Rome, which means he was committing some kind of statist act or anti-statist act or whatever you want to call it, sedition, whatever. And they were specific. In all 3 of the canonical, what are called synoptic gospels, it's not contradicted by John, but John is working on a whole different metaphor. So you don't have to worry about that. It's not a contradiction. It's just 3 out of the 4 are explicit on this. Is that he was killed specifically by Rome, by crucifixion, for claiming to be the king of the Jews. And this is what we get to when we start talking about something called, and Paula Frederickson, I mean, this is a short book. You should buy it. It's called The King of the Jews. It's about Jesus. It's a very, very short book. But basically her case is that, you know, arguing from what we call the criterion of, what is that again? Embarrassment. Yeah. So that's like if you tell a story and it doesn't really benefit your case, you're probably telling the truth, at least a little bit. You know what I mean? That's called the criterion of embarrassment. And it's attested to methodologically by most historians. Would say that this is genuine, like we should probably think about this. And so you have this case whereby you got this man who was just killed by the Roman Empire for sedition, claiming to be the king of the Jews. Now, look, you can make of that what you want, and I'm not here to fucking, I know it's about 10 minutes, but most of it was jokes and shit like that, or, you know, me fucking doing little, like, Transformer Wars or whatever the fuck. And, but no, seriously, I think that makes the case that there must have been a guy. Say what you want about what that means. And that's why Paula's book is so short, is because she's like, look, it's just, let's take it at face value. It means it was probably a guy that got killed for that reason. And we don't know much about else of it, but we know that much. So that's like a death blow to mythicism. But, you know, that's just my opinion. I believe in I didn't get roasted. You know, nobody wanted to fucking take the argument. But I got thumbs down a lot for a comment that I made that, you know, no serious scholar doubts the historical Muhammad. You know, the guy associated with the rise of Islam, the prophet, peace be upon him, you know, that guy. Actually, they don't say that. They don't say that. They say SWAT. They don't do the PBUH. That's some bullshit. You know they did it's like SWAT or SAWT. It's one of those. I'm not a Muslim, so you can't sue me. But I mean, even if I was, you couldn't sue me anyways, because Islam is the only major religion that prohibits usury. Oh, wait. I thought, no, you don't know shit. Oh, wait. It's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. It's getting bigger, Anna. Anna, it's getting bigger. I must not be hydrated enough. You can almost even see the bent one underneath there. You see a little midget guy? Look at the little midget guy. Oh, he's so cute. The little midget guy. He's so cute. Oh, my God. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing in here? What is that going on over there, dude? I'm calling the cops, dude. Fucking, I'm calling the cops.